good, right? You're gonna get shot in the head. Yeah. If it's a single action, you're more likely to die. I mean, double action, you got a chance. So I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do a gun disarm generally, unless I thought he was going to shoot me anyway. I was going to die. So I'd have to be 2 steps away from him, and I still might die, right? That's a problem. Yeah. But if per se I want to do a gun disarm, I generally don't want to go to this side. He will let his wrist float and shoot you. Sure. He's not probably going to have it so far. So he's going to have more power and he's going to hold it more correctly. Yeah. So a lot of gun disarms, twisting don't always work because the guy's a good shooter. So I have to be close enough. So I have to move my body to this angle, right? You might as well come over there because you won't get what I'm doing from that angle, right? I have to move my body and at the same time use the Chun Q section. This section from Chun Q, second form. So I'm going to grab the barrel of the gun and I'm going to move this way, right? So at the same time I do that, so I move, and there's my lansao. Oh. So in other words, when I'm coming in, I'm taking him to this angle. So if I have this angle, Young Liang, so Young Li. See, I can hold him for a second if I had to. Not that I would. If he gets this position, I'm in trouble. If I can stay at this position, I have more chance. And then I lay my arm on top of him, and I drop down, and float, and drop, and roll my elbow. So in other words, if I get here, and I can't roll my elbow, I just pop. Use your horse to bump him. But, that's not the only way. If you get to this position, you can do a twist. You can just use the twist, but making sure that this is not pointing to your head.
No, that's not a good.
So the initial position, you might get shot, but I was going to get shot anyway because this person is trying to kill you. Sure. So I'm going to do this kind of disarm if I think this is my life. If I don't do it, I'm dead. Yeah. So. Now, a lot of people I know do cross chopping disarms. Chop, but they don't always work. And he can move his gun away. When I chop with that second hand, he doesn't have to stay there. He may just move away and shoot, So I think if you get this position and you think you can chop that wrist like Filipino stylists do, I think that's a fantasy a lot of the time. And you might miss, you might glance, there's going to be some problems here. If you get a nice grip on his arm and you can lay your elbow on there, now I've got a decent fulcrum. Yeah. I have to be able to the clear point is that I don't get shot. And then I have to roll my lansao down, right? And he's going to fight you, and I don't want this pointing at me. So roll, pump, move, twist. And of course, you can clearly pushing back this way is not so good as angular, and then twisting. Okay. So in other words, I should be walking on if someone throws a punch, throw a gochen, and he comes in. Right? I don't want to go this way on someone. I want to, in way I look at Wing Chun, I want to walk this way. I want to walk and hook his foot this way. So in other words, if someone throws a hook and you're from here, you just walk to that line. You wedge his foot here. So now I got 135 degrees. That means that if I go forward in that direction, I'm wedging, like I'm tapping a wedge underneath, like a wall. I want to lift it up and so on. Carpenters do that all the time, right? They want to wedge shit, to get a lever. So going this way isn't so good, but that way, like the same amount of power, he can brace. He can brace pretty good here. You know, I'm trying to hey, I should use, is Chun Q this way? Not exactly. My feet are pointing that way. So I run into resistance. He doesn't want me to do it. This guy's going to throw punches here. Maybe I don't have time to get there.
Yeah.
So I should, right? If I bridge this hand, do you think I can get there in time? A lot of time, no. But if I'm trying to push someone this way, this guy's just gonna, he's braced, right? He's gonna throw. So if I'm successful with a lansao, right? What I want to do is I want to angle this way. I want to shake your jing out that way, because I've already got a contact point here, which is 45, right? And of course, if I have time, you know, you can start to think about asking for that second hand.
Yeah.
But you know, there are a lot of ways to do that, as you well know. But Chun Q, basically our style, we basically double. You can do it like an inside tan pie. People do that a lot. This way, wedge out, go to this side, get away from that hand. Or if you can catch it early, move it towards the other side with your shoulder. You know, and see if you can catch this hand. Right? If I move it this way, I can angle it towards his shoulder with my bong style. So bong style is very movable that way. But I mean, let's face it, if the guy's really strong, he throws a hook. Oh, I move away. You know, I don't want to, yeah, shit happens. I want to move to this position. I don't want to stay here and, oh, I'm going to try and push you away. It's not happening for me. I got to use his power like a springboard. Like, say I'm on the wall here. I can't push the wall away from me. I got to move away from the wall.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not like one bong style is better than the other. Or collapsing the bong style. People collapse the bong style. You see, like, he pushes in, and you see people collapsing the bong style and using locks and so on, getting the elbow up. I mean, I'm not saying one is better than the other, but clearly, you got to have more than one option.
Well, it depends on the application.
Right.